And thus we begin the gameplay of Horizon the Forbidden West playthrough. And wait, hold on. At least I got the good shot for our berries and butterflies, but I'll just pick this up off the campfire and tell you a tale that okay, I'm just gonna drop the axe right now. So just want to make sure that no sound's gonna burst my eardrums and that I just want to throw this out there. Just I wanted to get this off my chest right now. Anyway, I just you know God, oh my God, you guys gonna hate me so much for this, and I'm sure people's gonna just immediately jump out of this one. So once again, yep, no, same order. Playthrough 16 of Bloodborne, and oh, definition of insanity. Now, can I please? Can I just? Can I at least say this out, please? Let me talk. If you don't want to listen, the door's right behind you. Just, I don't want to bother you guys. For my own annoying problems. Like, hey, why don't you go and talk? No, I don't want people to do that. Listen. I'm just saying in my story, like how my day is going. Not good. Not fine at all. So, just struggling. Just wanted to, you know, just wish to come back. I don't want to ask anything else. Just, yeah, you know. So, for the playthrough against the DLC Fire Beast monster, Lawrence, died multiple times, which is, I would say, well, hear me out when I say this. I don't want to be rude to the person. I not the type want to be too rude to him, except for the ones, yeah, you know, suck at it. Again, please, again, not trying to be rude to the person, but he suck at it. And I told him is this, which I didn't even say that I didn't even wrote. You suck at it. All I wrote is this. I believe you can beat him. I know you can. It takes time and practice. And if you ever tried co-op or summoned a NPC for battling him, or he's just a solo. And when I say a solo, like he can beat the person. He can beat the boss. If I remember, like when playing the game, and if you cannot beat the boss or anything, it shows that arrogance. When I'm saying arrogance, I mean like I can beat the boss without any help. This is completely arrogant. Look, I know you can beat the boss, but how many times did you die? How many times people are sitting down watching you die a lot? Now, if anyone remember, I did play the Bloodborne game, and I did try my best to defeat the boss. Now, this is like an option. If you want to fight the boss, be my guest. Of course, you can just take the video and maybe cut it in half. Yeah, imagine this one that I did play the game. I played it so many times that I get good at it. Now, let's see the first time I played it. And I died multiple times. Do you remember the Lies of P? How many times I died? Multiple times. But with practice, I can. But that boss showed me that he is the boss who really got me. I only said please. I said his name. I said please. I'm trying not to like, you know, I don't want to try to. I'm begging to unban me and please. I really want to come back. Honestly, want to be watching them streaming, because every memory for the 5 years in that group and being around with the person, I can't let it go. I can't let it go for other strange reasons. It's just I miss being in the group, missing him, missing them, interacting and learning and some other stuff. Oh, you guys ever let go of that part? And also, yes, I can see you, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Hey Sam, guess whose birthday is today? Today is my birthday. Oh, that's nice. Happy birthday, my friend.
Maybe I said enough.
Wait, how old are you right now? If it's okay to ask. You can. I like. Can just. Don't just say just say 18 plus. Then that means you're old enough to be a man, right? Unlike me, yes, I'm a man now. Yet I'm still feel like I'm acting childish. Other than that, I looked something else in notification on YouTube. I know this content creator. I'm not gonna give you its name. Just I only spell the name. Just had to figure out who the person is. Just Aabai. I'm not gonna say the name. I just spelled it. When it says I just spelled the name, it's just yeah, I spell the name and figure out who the person is. I saw the animation and
Well, we'll see how this
what
goes.
a surprise when pop up an image of person. Nope. Oh, I didn't expect you're that young. You're 13. I didn't know you're that young. I thought you were 18 plus, to be honest, like 19 or 18. I'm actually really surprised. I didn't even know. But still, happy big birthday to you, friend. Really big happy birthday. So, I just hope you guys would still listen to my story. So about the other person that I saw, like how am I gonna put a good explanation? The person who removed me when I called his friend a jerk that he is. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I see the friends that the person meets. And I encountered this person on YouTube or on Twitch or somewhere. This video that I saw. Give me 1 second on that one. Right after I beat this one, and I'll explain this.
You feel that? Still moving! Do something! Target hit! Don't let her escape! Position! Fight without water! You're hitting your target! What? I keep going!
I'll need this.
Turn it down! Move in! I'm coming! Where have they gone?
they go. The ground. Now, I've been taking care of the troublemaker. No, that will not satisfy my setting. 3 minutes to up. So, back to the story that I want to talk about. You guys wouldn't mind. So this animation person that I saw was friends with this otter. Because obviously it shows that learning from them. Am I surprised? You know, how much I'm trying to avoid, like I have already done stop following. I turn off the notification, and yet he appears from another person's video. So this is what I wrote to the person who made that video. He wanted to learn the animation video that the person created. And of course, he learned from the friend of his. What I wrote was like the video that he talked and explained something about the hat. Like understandable. Created the hat, so
Machine's weak to fire.
like doing animation, making something like connection. I wrote connection question mark. Now when I say the word connection, like talking to people, connecting. You know, I try to be like, I want to connect with other people. Here on either Twitch or YouTube, I want to feel like there's some connection to the people around me. Now, I don't know why they use such certain words that, yes, we want connection. We want to connect with other people. This is something I want to say. It's nice to connect to other people, having something in common. Then, you know, they would put certain rules, like behave, don't talk about stuff, like keep this place safe for work. You know, keep it more good environment, and of course, no drama.
Wonder what it's for.
But when they go far and beyond, there is no connection when you follow the person on Twitch or on YouTube. If you see the rules, is there a connection? Like, try to make connection. Talk to the person. No. Like, I'm trying to make friendship connection. Like, oh my god. I know this is not the type that you want me to talk about this and focus on the game, but you know, when I was playing the game, there is nothing. You didn't hear me talk about things. Like, what's to talk about? Like, I want to make it like something interesting to talk about. Like, there isn't a thing to talk about. But right now, today, I saw something. I want to talk about this. Yes, I got it. We can talk about this later. I can talk to people on DM, which I did. You know that just need to find some answers. Like, well, what kind of answers I'm looking for? Anyone will look for certain answers, like for example, like what I did today. And what's that I did? You know, sometimes in the future means that saying stop talking about this. I wish I want not to talk about this. Do you know how much, like, I'm trying to, you know, like, you're a big guy. Don't be sad. Go find other people. I mean, too. I mean, we did find some other people. But let's say, like, first encounter, first time. No, not okay. You know, I'm having very difficult, like, putting the right words that would make sense, right? Like, for example, let's say this. You are starting on, like, doing a stream thing. Come in, like you're going in the classroom. You meet some people. They all greeted you. You are happy to meet certain people that might share something in common with you. and for, let's say, a long time, do you believe the people that you like change? This is like, I'm curious about these questions. Like, the people you like or you support,
Gonna be harder to see in the snow.
do they change? Like, how change? A lot. Like, let's say, like, person you interact and know a lot fully change due to they put a lot of rules. Yes, I can only think. I cannot, like, I'm not like 100% saying this correctly. It's just when you sit, watch, interact with a person for the longest time, he's the same person, like, as before. But when you finish, no, right? What's the right word? I'm trying to think of the right word when it comes to person. You know the person, you interact with the person, like, he's a friend. I think. I'm really having difficulty to put the right words. All I can say is this. If you're going to make a connection, it takes steps by steps. How to do that? I don't know. You interact with a person, try to get to know the person, like, try to share, maybe the person and I may have something in common. Like, I like playing Bloodborne game, I like to play co-op, I like to play a game that has co-op games, and I want to share my playthrough, knowledge, and things that I like. Maybe the other person may share something in common with me. Like, for example, like, yes, I like playing Bloodborne, I like this type of game here and there, and I like drawings, animations, how to make people happy. No, I don't know if everybody noticed the sound of my voice or my tone of the voice. It's just, you don't want to hear a person cry, right? I'm trying to put up a big, manly voice to say I can handle it. I'm not a small cry baby, right? No.
I've seen this before.
I'm just being me, being honest, being me. I'm trying to be me. Just saying the story for anyone to see what I'm going through.
Aloy! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You sure you're okay being alone in here?
I have Gaia, and learning how to interpret the glyphs of the old ones, it keeps me occupied.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
You called yourself a grave singer. What does that mean?
To all living things, an end must come. It is my task to ease the passage. I try to bring comfort, and sing of the renewal that death sows the way for.
I think my title is going to be the word breakdown. Because I am breaking down, him as the robots. Every time I hit, it breaks down parts. I'm fully breaking down.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then. as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated.
Hello? 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 Hello?
How appease my own.
Hello? Is things still working? Hello?
Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
We're gonna go to this.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did. Though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
You mentioned you've been teaching yourself how to read?
Yes. Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear.
Not the only one, Sad Foxy. You're not the only one. I have not read the one in the DM, but it's just, I am really having a situation problem, you could say. I'm trying to show that I'm not crying. I'm trying to give it, hard not to show I'm crying, but what it...
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
Foxy, I just jumped to the Discord to check what happened, and I read...
I need to go, but if you need anything, you can contact me through your focus.
I'll keep that in mind.
Would it be alright if you tell me what happened? Foxy, please? I am really sorry, it's just... I'm really... off spot here. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to search for answers. I'm just gonna try to continue stories for me to explain and talk about. I'm always here for you, Foxy, if you ever feel sad.
There's no grunge under my boots.
Just... No. Okay. You know what, that I... Just...
You! Let me take a look at you, stranger.
Let me pluck for now.
You're the outlander who stood against Regalla and her rebels.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the Marshals. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tenakth. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the Clanlands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning. Sounds like the Danath could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
You know, I wanted to buy a purple weapon, but seeing these weapons are here, just making the decision not to buy or sometimes buy.
Honorable paintback.
So, Bolt Blaster are powerful weapons that can quickly fire bursts of projectiles. Hold R2 charge the weapon for a concentrated, more accurate burst. The Bolt Blasters must be manually reloaded due to its size. Some evasive maneuvers are slow. Learning. Other than that, now listen. Now, if you guys hear me what I said before, like, since I'm being removed by them, and they posted on their VOD on YouTube, I need an answer, and I'm sure I'm not gonna like it or even want it to hear. I still, again, I wrote something to them. I talked about their playthrough video. That's what I wrote. I didn't say anything mean due to their, of course, their rules. And I said, please,
I can override this
please,
device now.
please.
Override them.
And I really don't know if that person has a heart. Now, I am sure this is... I know it's wrong for me to say. But I want to say this. His face. Do you really have a heart, a connection to the people who's watching? Because I know there are so many people watching, person streaming. And you know what? I had to hold my words back, and I'm trying to... That I don't want to... I'm not trying to be the bad guy here. Please,
The land out here is sick with blight too.
understand me that
But we'll be able to heal all of it. Once Gaia is strong enough to capture Hephaestus.
I'm trying not to be the bad guy here. I don't want to make problems or make trouble to the person. You know how much I'm trying my best to avoid as much as possible as the problem. I don't want to make this more problem every time he posts the video or anything. I just want this person to come to talk to me because I need the person to talk. Because as I said, or I would say this, I did not mean. I don't want to cause trouble. I really don't want to make trouble. I don't want to cause trouble, but slowly, eventually, I don't know, in the future, that I'm worried. I'm so worried if I'm going to make trouble again. That's why I really wanted to find somebody who is connected as friends to them. Person. I want this person to go talk to him. You know why? Because he needs to... You know... How am I going to say this? I'm trying to put it... Again, guys, please. I am trying to put it in the right words. How would you talk to the person exactly? You talk to them as politely. Not like outbursts that... Or... I'm really trying. You know, people on the Discord that I'm still in, running around. I needed their friends. I needed whoever he's friends with. I need to talk to that otter. You know, that otter was the one that at least made me happy, being around, being noticed in their... I wanted to interact with the person more and... God, robot. So, in short words, I want to say this. Now, I don't want to keep repeating this. So this is in short.
Secret ingredient for someone, I'll bet.
I want to find someone to talk to that otter. Talk to one of his friends. That otter had to talk to me. Why? So we can talk. I want to fix things. Because this is really not fair. And I really want to avoid causing problem for that otter. Because every time that otter made a video, I can't help myself to, you know, talk about its gameplay video and pleading to please. I only said please once. And sometimes when I see another video, I just wrote these dots, dot, 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 dot. It says like, I'm looking at you. I'm staring at you. I'm seeing your video. You're going to see me here and there. Now, this part, the one I'm doing, I want to help myself. I can't. You know, if you... Like, how am I going to put it in a good example? Like, how am I going to say this in an example? Let's say this. Yes, I did stop myself for not replying. But I do know the person's out there playing the game a lot. Every single day. And when you see the person, look at him and his friends having so much fun. And I am trying so hard to improve. So hard to... Hopefully they would see my video. Hopefully I would have a connection. Hope to become friends. I would have never asked anything else. This is literally like a goal when I first encountered the person. Now, do you know the word closure by any chance? You know how much that wanted, like, the answers, like in a different, good example. Let's say like this: if my account was gone or someone just like hacked it, I would definitely warn the person about my account being taken. Now, I am fine if he doesn't want to add me, but as long as there's one thing that is important, if I can still support him. If it's a yes, then that's all that matters to me.
Clever one.
But now, like, I made a new account, then I found, like, I got back to the group. I'm so happy to be part in that group. Now, what's so special about this group? I'm sure no one asked this question, but for me, what's so special about that group and the people in it? Let me put it in a good way. I think, I don't know. How am I gonna say what's so special about being in that group with them? So, people I met are very kind. They're very, very sweet, caring, open arms, and playing some of the games that I played before. They even made some interesting drawings. Like, anthropomorphic characters like Zootopia or Mickey Mouse. This is something in a good example. And as for the streamer, the person that I followed, the otter, I will not name the character unless I try to talk to people on Twitch what if it's okay to name the person.
Maybe I should check it out. Some kind of mushroom camp? How'd they end up out here?
Now, as for the otter that I'm going to talk about, what's so nice about the person? Why do I talk about or think about her? Well, good example. Video game. Video game that made people like want to see the person to play this game that you played so long and you want to help the person. Other than that, Blender. Now, what's so interesting about the person doing Blender? Because when I got Blender, I got lazy. I got sleepy, tired. Like, I don't know what am I supposed to do with it. But when I see the person, what he did do with the Blender, I was intrigued. I want to learn from him.
Closing in on the signal.
I wanted to learn from that person. Animation. Have anyone ever acknowledged someone's art skill or Blender skill
That tall
to
neck looks
animation?
damaged. I should take a closer look.
I respect the person for being very skillful, very smart. Those type of things that I couldn't even do. Of course, I can do the same thing as this person. But the thing is, I can't, even if I tried. I did actually try it, and I can prove it. Which I don't have the picture, which I have it in my phone, which I need to like jump into my phone, get the image I needed, and I would share it here. But I just started the stream that I should have thought of that when starting it.
This looks like Osram gear. What are they doing here? Dead Osram. Killed by machines from the look of it.
I really want to find someone who can talk to the otter and his friends. I needed to talk to that person. I want this person to understand that I wanted to say I'm sorry. Now, when you say something to a person, the person would accept apology, or just the person really does not care, doesn't have a heart. I know he has, because if you've seen the person as I did, he has a good heart. But if it chooses to ignore the things that, if that person really ignore everything that I try to write or try to talk or try to explain, I'm swearing, I'm sorry if I'm making this confusing, guys. I am so sorry if you guys don't understand why I'm trying to say this. So let me try this in a better way. You see the person. Watch the person. Know he's very kind. He give you some good advice. He's being like supportive to you. That's what a good, kind heart person is.
I should try and find out what the Osram were doing here.
But of course, I know if you say something like something to his friends or something. I'm sorry. It's just let me try this. Let me try this in a better way. Let me say this in. I'm trying to say this in a straight way. Met the person, you befriended, he befriended you. Both like try to talk to each other, but he does more focus on streaming. Now, for the longest time, I'm trying to be more active. I'm trying to be more friendly to the person, but the person just didn't have it. Now, of course, the other friends that I had tell about the people on Twitch. I don't know. Do they have the heart to like make friends? I wanted to think that they can have many friends, right?
This thing shoots anchors? They were trying to take down that tall neck. The machines must have caught them in the act. Wish there was a way to climb up and inspect the damage. Unless I take the tall neck down myself. Try to repair it on the ground. It won't be pretty, but at least it'll get fixed.
The Tolnak seems to be malfunctioning deep in the desert. Fixing it might prove data on the surrounding area. Weigh down the Tolnex by shooting it with the ballista.
I'll have to hook an anchor to the weak spots in its armor to weigh it down.
Wait for that thing to come. That thing come out and continue my story. I know it's gonna be like an hour. Wish I could make it this much short, but I can't. And I'm sure I'm gonna hit myself for even blurting everything out. And my family would not be happy to hear this. Now, I never said this to my family. I have my reason why.
I need more anchors. There's probably other anchors set up in the area. I need to find them. Use them to take down that tall neck.
Anyone's still around though.
Another ballista.
Sometimes I am
It's got one of the
gonna
anchors
ask
I need.
those who are still here. You guys are still here listening. Just say yes or jump 1, 2 or something, anything. Let me know you guys are still there. Telling Horizon, of course you can see, and telling my stories about my foolish, depressing drama or something. What have you been up to after I... I need to talk to a friend of the Discord. You know that I'm trying to get like, an answer that is it still wrong? Like I tried want the person to add me back. And of course the answer is of course it's completely wrong to do.
One more should weigh it down enough. Shit, I need to hurry. Hello to you too! That weapon still has a
I have the arrows. I know. Okay, but
I bet a ballista can help me fight these machines. Much better. Sorry about this, big guy.
brought the creature down. Done. Materials. So you guys are still here. What you guys been up to today? No one's still lurking. Try not to feel like a breakdown, you know? Emotional breakdown? I don't even know what the word means anyway. How long am I going to be like this? I actually really pull this through.
Dead Oseram. And some equipment around that pool. Were they mining for greenshine underwater? Ready, go! No wounds. I think he drowned. What was he doing in the pool?
Yeah, doesn't have the lungs. Hello, King. How are you doing? Depressing. Eh? No, I think that was the right word. Depressing. Depressing, and emotional in the breakdown. Me being honest, instead of like pretending everything's fine. But I really don't know if I can, finding somebody or trust somebody on Twitch or Discord, like how people would understand what I'm going through. Hope you've been sleeping well. I made it very off the baseline today. But when I'm done doing this 2 hours of playthrough of this game, I do have another game I am about to play. First Road. There's a sequel of it, of course. There's a second part, which I don't have. No one have ever seen me playing with it. When I'm done with this one, I'm going to start with that too. I don't know if my performance of my either playthrough or whatever, I don't know, it's surely not even improving due to what happened. And you can see that Fun is with you and he is not moving. That's because this is the plushie. That pom-pom that you see is a plushie, which if I was in emotional breakdown, literally I can't, like, how people want to see me being in this, how people on Twitch doing it. I cannot keep pretending everything is fine. I hate it. Like, no one understands that what I'm going through. And I'm even curious, even I want to mention this part in here on YouTube, that even if someone is an emotional breakdown, which I wanted to see people can try to help in being around, that everything's going to be fine, that this person here to, like, maybe try to help, maybe speak to the other person. They know this person, but no. I just have a feeling that they don't have the heart or even to care. But I had to believe there are some people they can. I know they can. You know, I did try to talk to my friends about the stuff, about the things I talked about. You know, of course, the answer is that you're better than this.
I can't see a way to climb this tunnel.
You know, like, try to share that this person, what he did to me is, like, you don't want the other person also to do the same thing. I would not like it, and he would not like it. I'm trying to do something that I'm trying to avoid as much as possible. I don't want to cause problems. I need to find some back.
They're searching for me.
And Cloud. Other Red Panda.
Acknowledge you're on the prowl and armed for a fight.
You really forgot my name? Are you asking somebody else?
Guess I can't climb this one for now. Doesn't look like there's any way to climb this tall neck. I rather you bottle up your emotional Skin stings from all this
things that-
sand.
not bottled. What does that mean though? Hello, King Raider. King Persevere, can you explain what you mean by not to bottle? You give me no explanation on what you mean by that. Hello, King Ghidorah. You know, I just sometimes notice that we have King Ghidorah, King Knight Rider, and King Persevere. Why you guys, all of you have three same word as kings? I'm just curious. Why the name King again? Like I've been, King, are literally King. From the Owl House will be running around anytime soon. But seriously, why you guys always have the name, the word King on it? Because that's the only simple, easy name to somehow call you guys. Knight Rider. Knight spelled as I know. But still, never mind, you're right. I'm wrong reading. Like Shining Waste. Why does it has a lock on it? It's on it. Way to area is still spinning around.
I've been over there for that machine, right? I better look in the carpets.
Antenna can be used as a calming health. And also king. Okay. No way, there's nothing to weight it down. There's to climb up. There is climb, but no way to all the way to highest air, all the way down to. What I can best do is just go to the sunset. I blind my people's eyes. No, blind people's eyes. Just blinding your eyes. Sunset. So, guys, I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys, of course, for those who just got here, I don't think anyone have.
I'm getting close to Ether's location. The guy said it would be in some kind of physical processor. Keep these on me.
I'll say it on the next stream. I'll say it on the next stream if that happens. Because you guys just got in here, and I just want to make sure to let you guys know that we already reached 1 hour, so we only have 1 hour left to go. When I'm done with this playthrough, I am gonna play another game. It's a horror game. And also, hello Dan, welcome in.
An ancient ruin. Turned into a Tenakth stronghold? Could Ether be inside? Poking around's not gonna be easy with Tenakth's warriors everywhere.
Our marshals were slain. Many more soldiers killed since. And Regala's army only grows in strength.
She struck a blow to us at the embassy. This much is true. But we are made of steel. We will not yield. Regala's forces may seem strong now, but
Her machines took out my entire squad.
remember the visions. The old ones didn't choose their fight, but still they stood firm. They didn't falter. And neither will we. Blood of the Ten. You've come to us.
You know who I am?
Oh, the warrior with hair like wildfire who defeated Regala's champion at Barren Light. Yes, you are known to us. I am Dekka, chaplain of the Lowland clan. You've come to speak with Chief Hekarro.
Not quite. There's something I need here.
Anything you need, the chief will provide. Come.
Is that one of the visions you were talking about?
Yes. The records of the Ten. I can show you them, if you like. On the way to the chief.
What does it mean to be a chaplain here?
We who outlast our youth study the visions and share their wisdom with our young.
What kind of wisdom?
How to be a true warrior. To fight with bravery and unflinching honor. And to know when to call for peace. You can see for yourself when we go inside.
Why does Hekarro want to see me?
We are at war with Regala. And you've already shown that you can stand against her.
I'm not here to fight a war for you.
Not for us. With us. But I won't try to persuade you. That is for the chief. He can be very convincing.
These visions, you said they're the records of the Ten. Who are they?
Old ones. Who fought a heroic battle against machines on this very soil long ago. Their deeds are honored in the visions. At least what remains of them. To be remembered and exalted.
There used to be more of these visions?
Many more. Once this place was filled with light and sound. But over the years, they've fallen into darkness. One by one. That is why chaplains are so important to the tribe. We remember all we can of the visions. Etched in our flesh. Passed down by word of mouth from generation to generation. One day the whole grove may go dark. But chaplains who come after me will keep the memories alive.
All right, let's go see Chief Hekarro.
He's in his throne room, at the far end of the grove. Come. Be welcome among the records of the Ten.
Hello, Dan. Welcome in.
It's glitched. Incomplete.
Their full truths are lost to us. It's a chaplain's duty to make sense of these visions as best we can.
Just letting you know, I won't be here on YouTube or Discord.
The visions have inspired many. Take all the time you need.
Because I am experimenting with my life by limiting to 1 or 2 days per week while switching from apps to laptop, deleting apps. I see. And also using incognito so my family won't find out. Alright, just please be careful and be safe, okay, Dan? You can't always avoid your problems if you can tell me what's wrong. Maybe I can help from one red panda and a thunderwolf. Electricity, I am sure you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, allow me to explain. I don't know if you can. But the thing is that I don't want to put anyone I don't want to try to involve you or somebody. And it's felt like the way I know what I'm saying in my own stream that I should not involve or try to make something like involving someone in this little mess that I have, or like searching for someone to get them involved in this mess for this person to talk to that person. I'm talking about it might help or see somebody who has been struggling like me, or if they know about the person that I talked about. I don't want to put people in trouble or asking people to get involved in this, because like there are so many people, they'd rather avoid the problem instead of like try to help or try to oh,
Soldier of 10. Joint Force 10 active. Led by weapons were battle.
The 10 were dedicated soldiers, working together as a squad and sharing in their duty. And when the time came for battle, they took to the skies and leaped to glory. All Tenakth seek to follow their example. Before the chief, it was one of the few things the clans had in common.
right. No, I could just interact with those things, but
Blast. Any call. 10 were defending Mountain Ridge.
During their war, the 10 climbed sheer rock, braving blinding snow and wind. They stopped at nothing to protect their own.
You make them sound invincible.
They weren't. But the visions tell us of their courage and strength, something our soldiers aspire to. The Sky Clan admires this one above all the rest. They make their home in the mountains northwest of here.
10 claimed the desert. Seized the desert. Others raging sands. Their soldiers handling enemy lines.
What's this one about?
The 10 waged war against their enemy in the desert heat, a land too harsh for any to survive. But against all odds, they prevailed. So the Desert Clan does the same. You must have passed through their territory on the way here.
I did. They sound a little extreme.
They take that as a compliment.
one at a time, then. One at a time. Let me finish reading first before you say something else. I agree with Aclarate. If you ever want to vent, my DMs are always open. And I'll be back after a week. Alright then. Just the most important thing is for you to stay safe, Dan. Also, another reason why I experiment is because to see if my bad habits, like trauma dumping in screen time, will decrease for good. That only takes time, and we'll see how your result will end. Just as long as you be careful, though. Have you ever, like, okay, this is a strange question, or just out of curiosity. For everything what just happened in anyone's life and day, have anyone ever, like, hit a wall? When I say hit a wall, I mean, like, listen to this. Can you hear this one? Can you hear the sound of a knocking on the table? This is called hitting. Like, not like karate, chopping off the wood with your bare hands. No, I mean like squeeze your hand until it becomes a knuckle, then start hitting a wall, punching it as hard as you can. The wall may not feel it, but the pain that I felt by punching the wall inflicts on me. This is literally like how I feel right now.
Join us. 10. Deep range. And protected. In the jungle, sealed by darkness. Trap their enemies.
Soldiers in a jungle. Those were the 10?
Yes. They knew how to use the jungle's depths to distract the enemy until the perfect moment to strike. Generations ago, my clan, the Lowland, looked to this one for inspiration as they claimed the jungle to the southwest.
Hey, Outlander! It said that relic you wear can hear the voices of the old ones. Is this true?
You have an old world recording?
This box was speaking with voices of the old ones. But now there's noise over them.
Let me take a look. Where did you find this?
We took it from an Oseram Delver. She was trying to steal it, and other artifacts from Tenakth territory. The others were going to bury it in the sand with her. But then I heard the voices.
Well, the data here is badly corrupted, but...
Delta Juliet 9, you are weapons free and clear to engage the swarm. Good hunting.
Copy that. We'll buy Zero Dawn the time you need. Delta Juliet 9 out.
The voices of warriors from the past. And that Oseram wanted to sell them for shards. The bravery of the 10 should be remembered.
I'm not sure what you mean by the 10. These voices came from the final battle of the Old Ones.
Another battle? I could learn more about it if I could find the other boxes. That Delver did say there might be more recordings to be found in the wreckage of ancient flying machines. She claimed she had a way to locate them.
Yeah. The box with the voice data on it is emitting a locator signal. I could use it to find the others.
If you do then, bring them back here. I will see to it that they're treated with proper respect. Whatever sacrifices were made by these ancient soldiers, we will honor them.
Thank you for the hug, and thank you all for the heart shapes. I really appreciate it.
Why do you want these recordings?
Every battle teaches its soldiers. We should learn those lessons, and honor those who fell. That is our way.
Do you get many Oseram Delvers in Tenakth territory?
Fewer every time we catch them, but those thieving rats would do anything for the shards. There'll always be some who will risk coming here.
And what do you do with the ones you catch?
Delvers spend their lives in the dust. So we bury them in it, alive. Let me know when you have one that you'll part with.
If I find more of those recordings, I'll bring them back to you.
I don't think if I find any of them.
My focus can detect beacons from those recording devices. Should help me to find any others that are still out there. What's this?
It was planted there by the chief. Ask him if you're curious. It's his tale to tell.
Okay.
The chief is inside. Are you ready to see him?
Nervous. Okay.
I'm ready.
Good. Come.
Hey, Exeberus, how are you doing? Welcome in.
It's underneath the throne.
will see you soon, Outlander.
The savior of Meridian.
Oh my.
I am told you held back Regalla's forces outside Barren Light.
Falcon?
And defeated her champion, Grutta, in single combat. Impressive.
I met Fashav there, too. He said you were a great warrior. And a man of honor.
His death is a painful loss among many. We will not soon recover from the massacre of our marshals. But if you are here to pledge your service, that could help considerably.
I am not here to fight for you. I need something in that basement. Something that will save many lives, yours included. It's not something you can see, but it is there.
I have seen it. You have named your price. Now I name mine. With my marshals dead, I need your spear. Help me defeat my enemies, and I will grant you access to the chamber below.
I don't have a price. I am not a hired killer. I'm here to save lives, more than you can count.
I count the corpses of marshals slain. I count hundreds more Tenakth, whose lives hang in the balance. I will fight for them. I will kill anyone who threatens the peace, and you will too, if you want me to open the door to the chamber below.
Okay. So by that logic, what's stopping me from killing you right now? And taking what I need to save everyone?
You could try. You might even succeed. Either way, you must fight. My way might hold off Regalla and the slaughter she craves.
Fine. What do you need?
I need more marshals to keep the tribe together. Such warriors can only be promoted at a trial by combat called the Kulrut. I've sent out a call for the competition. But since Regalla seeks to undermine me, she is certain to attack it. She'll want to kill me in front of the assembled clans.
So what, you want me to be your bodyguard?
No. To defend the Kulrut. But there is more. Knowing Regalla will attack, one of the clans have balked at sending their contestants. You must go north and force Tekotteh, the commander of the Sky Clan, to submit and send his best.
Force him to submit.
Do whatever is necessary. I can't hold the Kulrut with 2 of the 3 clans in attendance. Marshal Kathala will assist you. He was maimed at Barren Light, but he can still be of use. I sent him ahead to the northern village of Stone Crest. Meet him there, and he will guide you to the Sky Clan stronghold. If you have any questions about your mission, now is the time.
Right. Well, he's finally finished talking. Now I can read on the chat, but there's a little problem on the chat that I can't see. Hold on, maybe if I had to close the chat thing and reopen it again. Yes, my OBS, talks, chat, reloading and opening things. 3, 2, 1, there we go. And nope, that's strange. Haven't you guys, you guys have me, I am your guy or friends, and I am always here to help, okay? Aloy, come on, help him. He'll give you what he wants. What do you want? Sorry, bloody brain, not braining. As for hitting the wall, well, I'm not really understand what I mean, but when it comes to favorites whom you admire, but Shadowban or Betrayal, you know how it feels. Okay, and here's something I'll explain. Again, when you hear the sound like... No. You know a punching bag? Does anyone know the word punching bag? Have everyone heard of the word of a punching bag, right? Now, let's change the punching bag and put it a punching metal or a brick. You may punch it so hard with your bare fist just to break it, but you only feel the pain. I'm talking about emotional pain when you hit something with your bare fist. If you every time you punched it, this is the feeling that I had. This is literally the feeling every time I punched on the punching bag. I'm punching a brick wall. I'm trying to hit, trying to tell. But the person will not listen, and it will hurt me the most. This is something I'm trying to put the best word, an example.
Why won't the Sky Clan send contestants to the Cool Route?
Of the 3 clans, they have the most defensible base, protected by a mighty wall called the Bulwark. Their commander believes he can wait out the war between Regalla's forces and my own, safe behind his barrier.
Staying strong, while you and Regalla weaken each other.
You think like a seasoned marshal. Good.
You said you saw what's in the basement?
I did, on the day of my greatest victory.
What do you mean?
For a dozen generations, the 3 clans battled for control of this hallowed ground. Only I achieved it. I fought for years, killed whoever stood in my way. When I had finally slain all rivals, I stood alone in the grove. Victory was mine to savor, or so I thought. Thunder roared from the east, and a bolt of blue struck this place. That chamber.
Gaia dies, and Aether arrives.
All around me, the visions of the grove grew louder and brighter, and suddenly a new one appeared before me. The old one spoke, and what they said changed everything.
The old one. Now I fully understand, especially when it comes to my family and people who ghost me.
What did the Old Ones say to you in this new vision?
The one called Faraday foretold the growing danger of the machines, and said we must unify to stop them. She called for marshals to enforce the peace. Then the vision faded, never to be seen again. I marked the spot where it shone with my spear, and I took Faraday's words to heart. Renounced war between the clans, trained warriors to fight machines, ordained marshals through the Cool Route. Since then, the tribe has been at peace, until Regalla attacked at Barren Light.
And the chamber, beneath the throne. You went in after the vision?
I did. Inside is an ancient device. It hums with power. You will see it for yourself after the Cool Route. This I swear.
Why send me to deal with the Sky Clan?
All Tanath respect strength, and you drove Regalla back at Barren Light.
That and most of your marshals are dead?
Correct.
What about Kotallo? Can't he do it by himself?
He is maimed. They will no longer respect him.
That hardly seems fair.
What is fair about losing an arm? Whether they respect him or not, Kotallo still has worth. He knows the Sky Clan. He was raised in their base. He will guide you well.
Well, we did meet the guy in the beginning. He did fight the monster, the metal monster before the ambush and lost his arm. Yeah, that's the guy we talked. Well, just passed through.
What exactly is the Cool Route?
Where once the clans fought each other, now we fight as one, against the machines. That is my law made manifest in the Cool Route. Each clan must send contestants whenever I call for the ritual. These contestants face trial by combat against machines in an arena just beyond these walls. Those who distinguish themselves become marshals who bind the tribe together as peacekeepers.
You called them peacekeepers, but the marshals I met at the embassy were warriors.
Warriors, yes, but more. They renounce the clan that birthed them and pledge themselves to order and peace. They enforce my law. They settle disputes and stand for Tenakth in parley with other tribes. Without them, I cannot rule.
Heartley.
Which is why you must ensure the next cool route takes place.
Fashav called Regala your greatest mistake. Why?
That is not your concern.
Really? I fought against her forces at Barren Light, and I don't even know what her problem is.
She was the deadliest of my marshals. The point of my spear.
So what happened?
Above all, Regala despises the Karja who burned her younger brothers alive. After we turned back the Red Raids and tore down the battlements of Barren Light, she hoped to chase them all the way to Meridian. She could not see the cost of such a war, nor the benefits of peace after the Mad Sun King fell. When I accepted Avad's entreaties, she went mad, called me traitor, challenged me before the marshals.
What did you do when Regala challenged you?
If you were to knock, you would know that such a challenge cannot be refused. It was not easy to subdue her. I bear 7 scars from that fight. The other marshals wanted me to execute her on the spot, but I found I could not sever the bond between us. Her loyalty had been as boundless as her rage, so I spared her. Rather than mercy, she took it as a humiliation, one she will never be free from.
Yes.
So Regala wants you dead.
She does.
Sorry.
But that will not be enough. She won't rest until all 3 clans fall in behind her as she marches on Meridian. Who knows? With machines under her control, perhaps she can raise it to the ground.
It's been tried before.
So I hear.
Oh, we have heard. Did I made everyone sick with my... No, Dan. No. Sorry. When I say the word yes, I nearly fell asleep. Sorry.
I'm sorry about Fashav. He seemed like a good man.
More than a man. A bridge between Tenakth and Karja. No Outlander ever earned our respect as he did. I had hoped he would be my voice in Meridian. That peace with the Karja might become something more.
An alliance?
In exchange. The Karja have much we lack. Our deeds are written in ink upon our bodies. Our memories die with our flesh. But the Karja never forget. Their deeds are written in book and scroll.
You wanted to learn from them?
As I learned from Fashav. He will be missed.
He shall be missed.
I'll do what you want, and go north to deal with Dakota. But you'd better not forget about our deal.
You will have what was promised, if you succeed. Speak to Dekka on your way out. She will arm you for the road ahead.
Better keep his bargain. He was tired. Doesn't listen. Let's push on. I need to find that Triceratops horn. I can use this material.
Come, let us speak.
Well, if you have chocolate, let me have it.
Hikaru said
Chocolate
you
Kit
have
Kat.
something for me?
A weapon to aid your mission. You'll need it for the long road to Stonecrest. Many machines prowl along the way.
And
our
Nutella.
scouts have sighted Regala's rebels in the area.
Machines and rebels. Nothing I haven't faced before.
Indeed. Head north towards the foothills. Ascend its slopes until your legs burn and the chill air catches in your chest. Then you'll know you're in the Sky Clan's domain. Strike true as the 10, Aloy.
We're nearly...
If I'm gonna get ether, guess I'll have to play along with Hikaru. I better meet up with Marshal Kotallo at Stonecrest. It'll be faster if I ride a machine.
Well, I have my machine over here. Can I at least read? Sharpshoot bow are a powerful, highly accurate, a long-range weapon. They have reduced the accuracy when firing while moving and cannot be aimed while sliding. Remember, shoot elemental arrows to detonate canisters of the same elemental type. So that's what I got. You know, here piercing arrows are now available for one of your sharpshoot bow. Those powerful arrows deal high tier damage with a compress air blast. Use them to remove armor plates from tough opponents or detect useful components. I'm sorry, when you hear me coughing, I'm trying to yell. I'm trying to scream. I think you already hear me does that before because... Have anyone ever tried, like, wanted to scream or yell at something? Like, I wanted to yell at that other person. I just want to say, I am not trying to yell at you at the top of my lungs how I want to. I am upset. I am so upset on your decision because I am upset because of your decision. I am so. I'm trying to put in words. How you guys... Here's the question. Express. I wanted to express my feelings. I wanted to express. But when someone say someone's going to exploit your feelings and something that will use you and embarrass you or try to make fun of you, or what I'm trying to do is it's all lie and bluff. I'm trying to prove. I'm trying to tell the truth. I'm, you know, like going through YouTube and when you see someone like crying and wah, like, yeah, keep crying. It's no one's gonna believe it. But I'm trying to say this is the truth. What I'm trying to say, it's not a lie. I'm not pretending. I don't like pretend when I talk about something. I have seen many things on YouTube. Some funny, some good, some comedy, some drama. Like, I don't like drama. I don't like people being so dumb. And when you look at somebody like crying, showing like how much they're in an emotional state. Like, do you know the feeling that people would say that's basically acting? People are very good at pretending to act.
The machine looks like a big building, trees.
Shit! Get out of my way!
More soldiers in trouble.
Please, stranger! Help me kill this thing!
If I can find you.
I'm taking you down! I'm taking you down! Now the tide's turned!
You owe me, fishy. There we go. He owes me big time.
I need a word. Quickly.
What do you want? I'm on a mission.
You've got to help my friend.
Wait. Slow down and explain.
Batea and I were heading south with supplies from Saltbite when machines attacked. I left her behind so I could get help from the Grove and ran straight into another machine. Thank the 10 you were here to help.
So your friend is still up the road, fighting machines?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'll bail her out if I can. You go on and get those reinforcements.
Will do. I'm in your debt.
Plus drops, machines attacked, appeared at Tanakas. We'll deal with this one. Top of the mouth. There. Let's go help the other people who need it. Plus the time is ticking. We only have 10 minutes. Hey, did I accidentally step on something?
The village north should be somewhere up the road. A supply sled. Minus the supplies. And the Tanakh soldier.
Go away. Give me a minute, guys. Okay. I yell on my pillow to muffle screams so no one can hear me, especially my parents. You know, I also try to do the same thing. Because I don't want my family to hear me yelling. And I don't think the people on YouTube or, I don't know, on Discord don't like to hear me yelling or screaming. So you guys only hear me like, ah. That's basically a scream. Fire and elevator.
This'll help.
Oh, that took a lot of my items here.
Looking up for that.
Did I saw something big? Speaking of big, save point first. Didn't expect I'll be finding that big monster, but at least I killed it. I gotta get going. Okay, please be safe, Dan. Just stay safe, okay? This Kit Kat is mine. Yeah, my pillow to muffle my screams. Amongst elemental wolf clans, thunder wolves, artists, smartest out of all of them. Okay, smartest, interesting. And if I had to eat one of your brains, like literally gain knowledge if I wanted to, which I can. But teaching is also the same thing. As someone who used my mistakes against me and people not believing me, even if I try to tell them the truth, especially to my family, relative therapy, other people around. I know how you feel. And I'm glad you understand how I feel, Dan.
Looks like it's strong against shock damage.
I should face one of those things, but this one looks quite different. Well, at least I put save, didn't I? Hold on.
I think I saw a supply sled up here somewhere.
What is that?
They caught on. Probably the missing soldier from the supply run.
Hey! Vita sent me!
By the 10, that lump made it. I thought we were both finished.
Let's clear out these machines!
We've got incoming!
Where?
Blazes! How are we going to take that thing down?
You got this.
Pain subsiding.
Attack! No time to lose!
Vita! You stubborn fool! You haven't let me down yet.
Almost done!
Yeah.
You did it! I can't believe I'm alive.
Yes, my reward, please. Since I fight.
Come on over!
So here.
Thanks. If you hadn't shown up, I would have been machine grist.
All I did was give your friend here a little time to come to the rescue.
Ah, you're full of it. I barely escaped with my life on the road.
That I believe.
I, hope some of your supplies are still usable.
Me too. Food's always scarce. The soldiers at the Grove need the rations. No way we can trek back north to Saltbite to get more.
I'll get this one back on her feet and we'll scrape what's left of our haul of the dirt.
You're making me hungry. Thanks, Outlander. We won't forget what you did.
Stay safe, both of you.
Connection. You know, it's hard to connect with somebody. But I'm happy I have some people I can connect with, but I just wish the person I followed, wish there was some connection. Instead of being Touch. Return to the camp and put saving there. That's not to lose this little progress that I have made so far. And of course, on the next stream, I'm still going to complain the same thing. I'm still. Now here's something I want to know. What would you guys do if you got kicked out? Would you guys seek out for somebody to help talk to the person? Come back to the group and just try to apologize to the person who removed you? I'm still struggling to keep it myself together. But there's one little problem that I cannot even go any further than this. I need to solve this one to solve this puzzle here, to just get up there and just unlock the area. There's more things here to be done here, especially hunting down this one, getting its materials, and so on, so on. Other than that, it's already reached 2 hours. The next gameplay is a scary game that I will be playing. It's the Curse Road Bridge, however you're gonna call it. It's a sequel number 2. I will be streaming on that one. Also want to make sure to finish reading what you guys have. I have a question for Salem. What kind of red panda are you? Normal red pandas have red, white, and orange fur with the touch of black, but your fur is white with 2 types of blue. You could say I'm not the only red panda out in the world, you know. There are more other different types of color pandas running around. So yes, I'm a blue panda. You could say I'm the rare type, but I'm sure there are some other blue types of characters. There's also a yellow panda. That person have more skills than anyone I can have thought, but I'm sure there are other. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Next up is a scary horror game. And please, for all of you who are listening, keep an eye on the notification because I'm going to stream that next, all right? See you there. And wanted to apologize for my emotional break, all right? I just wish that person just talk instead of being such a person. I don't want to be mean to this guy.